What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another week. Thank you for tuning in this week. Um, Sorry again, I'm in my truck. I know it's kind of been a lot of in my truck, but it's windy outside, and I don't really have like a wind mic to kind of offset that, so it makes it tough to hear if I record outside. So until the wind kind of goes away, or until I'm able to actually afford some equipment to make it sound better if I'm recording outside, uh, this is where we're going to be. So, today's video is going to be another critique video. So, hope you guys are interested in that. But like I mentioned in my last video, we got to call this out when we see it. So, if you're interested, stay tuned. So, any guesses as far as where you think this critique comes from this week? Like what church and what pastor? Well, comment below your thoughts and see if you're correct. Let me know if you guessed correctly. So this critique comes from none other than Transformation Church again. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Alex, if you don't like the stuff that he's saying, why are you watching his sermons? I'm not. So I was watching a review of another guy's like review on the initial clip that I showed you guys on the first video about the trans stuff that he was saying. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll link that right up there, and you guys can go back and watch it. But this YouTuber that I was watching, he was doing a review on that, and I wanted to hear his thoughts on what he was saying, like what his critiques were and all of that stuff. And he watched farther along in that sermon, and in that sermon, that's where this other clip comes from, because he said that in the same sermon. So when I heard that, I was shocked that I thought the first one was bad, and then we have this in the same breath, the same message. Like, so I wanted to present this clip to you and then break it down and analyze this and critique what he said and the stuff that was wrong with it. So check this clip out.
We want to serve from a place of insecurity, our own selfish desire. But when you serve the kingdom, you have to sacrifice all that. It's not that you don't have it, you just can't act on it. Serving the kingdom is going to cost you your natural response. Man, my wife made me mad. So I want to go talk to the girl at my job. My natural response is, you treat me like that, I'm going to go do something that makes me feel better. In the kingdom, you have to put that response. It's okay to feel it. Nobody has ever gotten in trouble for feeling it. Oh God, I know this is too much. Everybody say, I can feel it. I can't act on it. I'm okay for you to feel horny. Oh my God. Wanna cheat on your wife? Wanna cheat on your husband? Feel like leaving them nappy-headed kids to I'm moving to Hawaii. Feel it? Look up flights, $600. I'll be out of here tomorrow. I will be out of here. Everybody say, feel it. God wouldn't have given you feelings if he didn't expect you to feel it. But in the kingdom, we have to put our feelings through a filter. And we put our feelings through a filter. This is how we serve the king. We do not act on everything that we feel.
So I want to kind of go over some of the stuff in there that he said that was wrong. And then I'm going to bring up some scriptures that kind of also negate what Mike Todd said, to show that really he was speaking against what the Bible is actually saying. So, first, he says, it's okay to feel it. Nobody ever got in trouble for feeling it. And then he says, feel horny. Like, it's okay to feel horny, right? Want to cheat on your wife, want to cheat on your husband, feel like leaving them nappy headed kids, look up flights. And then he says, God wouldn't have given you the feelings if he didn't expect you to feel it. So, first of all, those feelings of feeling horny and wanting to cheat on your husband or your wife or wanting to leave your kids, that is not stuff that God gives you. That is not from God. So that's wrong. And nobody ever got in trouble for feeling it. So feeling it, that kind of stuff, he's pretty much saying that you can go ahead. He gives his blessing to go ahead and feel these wrong things, just as long as you don't act on it, right? Feeling that kind of stuff is kind of like a gateway. You're already opening the door for bad things to happen. You're already kind of inviting that stuff in, entertaining ideas like that, and you should not be entertaining ideas like that. Um, and I will bring up scriptures to show you. So, first scripture I want to bring up is in Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. It's really quite clear. It says, set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. So if you're supposed to set your mind on things above, you're not supposed to be setting your mind on feeling horny and feeling like cheating on your spouse and feeling like leaving your family. So there's that. And then there's also Colossians chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature: sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. Because of these, the wrath of God is coming. So, all of this stuff, including lust, which is like you're lusting after you're wanting somebody else, right? Feeling horny, okay? That kind of would fall into that, right? You're feeling desiring somebody else, okay? So the wrath of God is coming for all of that stuff. So cheating, sexual immorality, okay? Like evil desires, the cheating, the leaving your family, um impurity, all of that stuff. It says the wrath of God is coming. So God did not give you those feelings, so that's wrong. What Todd is saying, like, he did not give you those feelings because God's wrath would be coming for stuff like that. So that goes against the Bible. What Todd was saying, that goes against the Bible. And then the other scripture I want to bring up is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 3 to 5. For though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. That last part of verse 5 says, we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. So you're supposed to take captive every thought, good or bad. You're supposed to take captive every thought, and you have to make it obedient to Christ. So you're not supposed to think about cheating and thinking about being horny and thinking about leaving your family. That kind of stuff. You don't think about that kind of stuff. That Do not listen to preachers that say that kind of stuff. It's okay to feel it. It's okay to think about it just as long as you don't act on it. He says, yeah, now true. I will give Todd, I guess, not really even brownie points, but I will commend him for saying that you have to put your thoughts through the filter. Yes, the filter of the Bible, right? You have to filter your thoughts through the filter of the Bible as far as what he wants you to think about. So in that sense, yes, you have to filter your thoughts. But you're not supposed to feel these bad thoughts. You're not supposed to have them. Looking up flights? No. You do not do that. So again, take every thought captive, you know. Do not focus on worldly things and thinking about all of this stuff, the impurities, the evil desires, the sexual immorality, the lust, all of that stuff. Like, get that stuff out of your mind, separate yourself, put that stuff far from you. Do not focus on it, do not think about it. So you have to be set apart. So just because we're living in this world does not mean we act like this world. Bible is very clear. Because if we act like the world, then we look like the world, we act like the world, then we're of the world, and we're not supposed to be of the world. So I hope this video helps you to kind of analyze and realize also when you're hearing stuff that goes against the Bible, to uh, recognize it right away. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Share it with your loved ones. Get the word out so that more people can recognize and hopefully have the tools to recognize when so-called pastors are saying stuff that's not biblical, that does not line up with the Bible, that goes against the Bible. So the more you read the Bible yourself, the more you're able to recognize when people are saying stuff that goes against it. So please read your word, study, pray, get close to God, and he will tell you. He will tell you what to do, what's right, what's wrong. Thanks so much for watching, and until next week, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.